We are about to make the smartest financial decision you will ever see on the face of planet Earth. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Buch'd Up Farming. I'm your host, Rattleman Buck. Let's get rolling. You all might be well aware that Nate just happened to hit 60,000 public subscribers on his channel, and on his stream, he ended up planting that one legendary field that I really did not want to plant. But I have a solution to my problems because I still got to plant the co-op ground. In the store, I have just realized that there is a dabo or something. It's a roller, a planter, and a weeder all built into one. You could not have made the most dynamic tool that plants wider than these seed drills for half the price. I'm gonna get this Great Plains out of here and go buy that roller because I want to save some time and money. Now, the seed tank on that thing is a lot smaller, so I'm going to have to keep filling it up more, but that's fine. I can deal with that. The fact that I can get rid of the payment on this, though, and save myself some money while also planting wider is literally second to none. The shortcut, though, I was going to make behind the workshop is not there anymore. You guys can see the fence line they did, so we're going to have to cut across the creek bed and make a driveway. That's fine, though. I can work with that. Dalbo, that's right. But for $21,000, we can literally maximize our output profits by using this thing. It's awesome. So let's get rid of you and get hooked up to you. I will have to talk to Jake about getting those straw bales today. We are also going to look at building our new storage shed on that ground over here by the workshop. There is a co-op meeting at 10:30, so we will have to watch our clock on that. But if you guys do like Buch'd Up Farming and you'd love to see more, be sure to head down below, smash that like button, possibly even subscribe. We're going to keep that ball rolling, trying to get 200,000 subscribers by 2026. I'm going to have to check on the condition of this silage bale, though. I don't know if it has to be a full day before those bales ferment. Let's give it a check here. 94%. Okay, that works. We'll check on the ones over by Austin when we head down to the meeting. You guys can see I did a little bit of reworking to the opening on my farm. I kind of just got rid of that one grass pad. It was just becoming a problem for moving machinery around the yards. We widened it out a little bit, made it a bit more open. A downside to having this piece of machinery, though, is that we can't spread solid fertilizer like we used to. Any sort of fertilizer applicator. Ooh. That's not very big, but that still might just be enough. 10 meters isn't bad. That's just a bit wider than this roller. Could just call Jake out, but $3,700, man, that's kind of a steal in reality. Let's do it. We're not going to talk about the fact that I just found out that was a salt spreader. I sold it for about the exact same amount I bought it for, so that's not bad. But I guess from here, we'll check back with you guys when we head down to the co-op and start getting our meetings underway. Hi, Boo.
Did you moo at me? Oh,
I mean, you want me to call you Moo? You want me to call you Moo? Is that what you want?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. All I thought I heard was off in the distance, moo.
I got an order that I'll need to place with you later on, but of course I'm early for the meeting again.
Yeah. What do you got going on later on?
I'm going to need to put in an order of straw bales again. I'm down to 2.
Square?
Yeah.
Square, straw, and not hay this time. Actual straw, they run at a rate of $14.76 per.
What's my discount get me again?
It's about $1,200.
So luckily, I don't need as much as I thought I did anymore. I don't use it in the feed mix. I only use it for bedding.
Yeah.
What was on the agenda for the co-op meeting? Because I might need to order some lime services from you.
We can do lime for you. Do you know what fields you needed it on?
Pretty much all of my grass ground, including the one just south of the co-op.
So that's part of what the meeting is about here today. We have a corn drying system that we have bid to be built and to come in here and give us additional corn drying space. Depending on the size and what the contractor says for space, we might need to find just a little bit extra.
If you were to build it directly south of here, this between the waterway and just like almost diagonal straight up, I'd be completely fine giving that to you guys or giving it back to you guys.
We could do something like that. That'd probably work well.
Oh,
so it depends on
I think he knows he's late. I can see him going by.
Yep.
I'm sorry, dude. That was way too funny just seeing you come blazing.
Pulling in like a man who's late.
You know, time gets by you when you're feeding cows and you're getting loads done. And I looked at my phone and said, "Oh, we're late. What I miss?"
Yeah.
We
Not a
went
whole
over a
lot,
bit of the
honestly.
zoning.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just we're chit-chatting, and we started to get talking into options. I said, I don't know the size of it. I know there's a corn dryer that we have contracted to come look at for a bid to get put up as an extra corn dryer for us. One option would be kind of right back here. Another option would be we could run that fence back and then actually square that off. Do you know what I mean? So from like right here, run the fence like this if we needed to. And we could square it off and put it into this spot if we needed to do that
So
instead.
can I
So
ask a dumb
options.
question?
Huh?
If I'm not mistaken, if we did it, if you wanted just to round it off, why couldn't we just round like this off right here and go and round it from here to that little point right there?
If you look at the truck traffic, though, coming in, that means you're already doubling the amount of people that are trying to get in. If you
Yeah.
only have one driveway, you'd have to have an
That's true.
outlet,
This
and it'd have
driveway
to
is
be on the opposite
the
side,
point
probably.
of this driveway is to let trucks sit on it and queue, and we don't really want them to be in the way if they're queuing.
That's what I'm kind of, well, not two-way, but what I'm thinking is have it where you can pull off. So say I'm a truck right here. When I get to this point right here, I have a choice to go there to go to the wet bins
Where's your backup
or
beeper?
go.
Beep,
But you know,
beep,
you know what I'm
beep,
saying.
beep. That's going to have to be a two-way lane up there. Like, that's going to have to be wider regardless because of the traffic. Especially now that we know if the farmers around here are going to run the super bees, you have to make it big enough for these guys to get in here without having the possibilities
Oh
of
yeah,
tipping the trailer.
I do agree with that, but we keep it all still going. We don't make it where you can go back and forth.
I kind of need to know, though, because if I'm going to come out here and seed, I need to know what grass I'm able to seed and what grass I'm not able to seed. Because this ground is pretty crucial, and I'd like to get seed in there before the seed bed completely freezes.
Buck, when you come out to plant your field, do you want to just plant where you want it to be planted, and then that'll be the mark?
It's got.
You
Well,
get what I'm saying?
I'll have you play wherever you're able to place it. I will just plant around it. Like, get it where you want it. Get it what you need it to do to look aesthetically pleasing enough, but take the land you need. I will plant around it.
What do you guys think about where the contractor is staking it out right there?
That's fine.
That's about where you guys had it, I believe.
Well, actually,
Yes?
no, that works perfectly because if Nate or you guys were to draw a line from the fence post, that concrete pad comes straight off of this. So I'm good, though. If I were to actually plant out an area, I
Yeah.
could just go and plant right now.
Yeah, you're good.
I didn't think this day would ever come that we could actually start, planting down here at the co-op. That is awesome. So let's roll. I want to see how fast the seed actually depletes in this planter. I guess for the ease of things, it might be easiest to start from the edge of the field where I want to call my grass. Because with Austin's ordeal, I'm just going to cut a straight line where it bends, so he doesn't have a complete square, but I get all of the weird shaped stuff. Without GPS, it'll be interesting to see if I can drive a straight line. The forecast is hopefully calling for sunnier this afternoon, but for right now, we just kind of have to deal with this cloudy, overcast morning, and it's driving me nuts. I hate the fog. It, makes my joints hurt. It's colder. It's just harder to see. It's just a pain. We also ended up fixing the easement problem that we're having. Holy cow, Nate, you're in the ditch. Learn to drive, you bum. I got a little too close to the road, so I went back in with the landscape and just painted back the grass. Not like it was a major problem, but I'll admit I did get a little close. Seed drawing doesn't seem to be doing too bad, but the fact that I'm doing 3 jobs at once, I honestly think justifies if I have to go fill this thing up. I got pallets at home. I think for Jake's sake, he might end up saying something. I'll just go ask him some questions here quick. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
With the line that I'm about to plant around where this this lovely site is, how much room do you want me to leave you?
I'll tell you what, I was about to find out by driving this truck through. If you want me to, if you just move your tractor for a second, I can pull it through and you'll have an idea.
Alrighty then. Honestly, where you just turned in, I could just start turning.
Perfect. That's all the room I really need for the drive for the gravel or whatnot. So you decide from there.
I'm just trying to get my boundaries down so I know where to cut.
Right. Besides, when you're planting this, it's better for you to plant it really smooth. That way it's nice and easy to mow. Try to give yourself the smooth edges so you can do headlands without resetting your GPS all the time and stuff. You know?
Oh, yeah. So what are your rates possibly for fertilizer and lime application?
Whatever your bill comes up to, whatever I spend to achieve your job,
Yeah.
I tack on 10%.
Okay.
Simply put, that's what I do. It's easier for me to keep track of that way.
Yeah. Because with all the fields that I need done, I'm trying to clock in whether it'd be worth it to buy my own fertilizer spreader, whether it's a big one or a small one, or if I would just have you come out. Because I obviously want to give you business. I don't want to screw you over and not give you something to do.
Right. I guess, of course, that is up to you, but I'll let you know that one of the things that we're looking to get here today is a large John Deere sprayer spreader. So we're looking to really upgrade our services and provide.
Because efficiency-wise, timescale-wise, I wouldn't mind having you just come out there and do it. That's completely all right.
Nope, completely understandable there.
Well, once you guys get that stuff in, I do have all of my current fields, including this one, I believe, that at least need lime. But I'm taking care of the rolling as we speak. With the working width that you're going to have, you'll knock out my fields relatively quick.
All right, you got it. We'll put you on the list. We'll get that done.
Old Jake. Never get old talking to him. I like working with all these guys. Jake's been my favorite, though. Definitely peers were to go through at least 1 tank of seed, possibly 2. Jake's gonna obviously do the lime work this afternoon on all of my ground. If I'm fast enough, I might try and get that one area behind the workshop baled and silage wrapped before he comes out and spreads lime. The only other problem is that we're gonna have to do a little bit of work to make a Missouri crossing, because that's gonna be the cheapest alternative. I am gonna be building that one extra storage shed on the south side of the map. And because it's so close to the farmer's market, I think we're gonna build the one that has the drive-up door. Yeah, it'll cost me 12 grand, but we'll take some bales with us down. I don't want to deplete my entire stock, but I'm gonna need to get this money from somewhere, and until Austin's bales fully ferment and I can grab all of that glorious money, my hands are tied unless I get a loan. I'll take care of planting the rest of this, or at least a bigger chunk of this grass, and we'll see you guys back here in just a bit. I will end up saying that it is gonna kind of suck once that corn dryer gets up and running. With the incorporation of actual dry corn, Austin, Grant, and quite possibly Nate, I'd almost think it's safe to say that those guys are going to bring in the most profit. I think corn right now sells for like 900 something. If we were to sell it as dry corn, it's like $1,700. That is absurd for a load of corn. So it just became a lot harder to be the most profitable farmer on this series when you're competing with dry corn. I do find it funny how you guys have been kind of tagging me around, though. I think I've been tagged twice now on TikTok for an 8100, and one of them was a 2-wheel drive. I think it was a dairy tractor even. It was kind of funny. I'm like, guys, we haven't even had this tractor for more than 24 hours, and I'm already getting tagged like I've been using this tractor for the last 6 years. I will admit, though, this is a really, really good tractor. I have been loving this thing. I might have to move my truck, though. It's kind of in the way. I'm too lazy. I'll just drive around it. At least I left myself enough room. That finishes that. We are officially done seeding besides the area over by the new shed construction. And we are going to head back to the house and we'll start getting the animal stuff done for the day, because I do want to make sure they're topped off before we really get started building that new shed on the south side of the farm. After a quick little lunch break, we're ready to get the cows their feed. I think in order to help pay for that new shed, I'm going to take in some of these hay bales. We got how many of each? We got 39 round bales. At minimum, I'm going to need at least 25. So we could sell probably 10 of those. As much as I want the 8100 on the bale loader, this tractor is just faster, so it makes more sense to tow it with this. It'll be easier to stock these things before we actually feed the cows, so I'll just take care of that first. What's nice is that I've been staying on top of the feed levels, so in reality, all I have to do in the morning is just come out here, grind up the 1 bale of each, dump it in the trough, and it is full for the day, and I sometimes even have leftovers. I didn't realize when I looked at the fact sheet, though, this tractor is the exact same horsepower rating as that Kubota, so we pretty much have 2 perfectly identical tractors to be running our farm with. That is the best news ever. There is that barn, and here is the second. A little bit of extra feed helps for tomorrow's rations to help conserve feed. I'm too curious though to see how this thing pulls the bale loader. So we'll take this down, and on our way back, we'll start working on our lovely new storage shed. The only major advantages I'm seeing of the Kubota over this tractor is, one, it's got the front wheel assist. Two, it's also got a CVT transmission, so a little bit easier to drive. But most importantly, three, that Kubota goes like 32 miles an hour. This tractor only goes 21. Now let's just hope these are all my bales. Oh, that had to have been all mine. That covers the cost of our new shed, though. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Taking a look at this before we get too far invested. If I were to come in here... Yeah. And pack down some rock. Just like that. Throw ourselves a couple lines of grass. We have ourselves a road. So like I said in the beginning, the dealer and dairy had completed their fence line across this. So making a road to this back shed, that's out of the picture. That's all blocked off. But if I go back here and I head into my sheds, using this shed, if I can keep all of my products in a pallet storage system inside of this building, that would save me time and travel, allowing us to get rid of that garden shed and get rid of some of the extra things we don't need. You might be wondering why on earth I have a MacDon pickup head. That's for Austin's farm when we started doing the oat swathing. I just saw it on sale in the store, so I picked it up for him. Just kind of line it up as close as we can with the workshop. Beautiful. And the money question is, will it let me place that pallet system inside that? I have a feeling it might not. Thank you, baby. Oh, that helps me so much. Now we can put 36 things in here, and that's perfectly fine. So it gets all the stuff that I need out of the way, but it is under cover and under guard. Then over here, we could store things like the wrapper, the merger, that weird-looking roller. So I'll make myself a little gravel pad that kind of at least gets closer to that area over there, but it still maximizes our ability to use this plot as a viable hay ground. Hey, Jake's out spreading lime. Nice. You got your radio on. Hello?
Yes, I got my radio on.
What do you need?
Well, I'll come to ask you. You need dirt moved? Why
Any
I still
dirt moved?
got this moved out?
Not that I would really think of right now. I mean, this is all just gonna be grass ground.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna stop by, see if you need anything done before I put it back in the weeds where it belongs.
Not to the knowledge that I got right now. I mean, I got my little roller just pitched up behind this tree down here. I gotta roll all my ground, and then Jake's gonna spread lime on it. I saw he was out on your place, just a little bit earlier.
Oh, he's still over there. He's gonna be there for the next 3 hours.
Oh, jeez. Tractor's looking good, though.
It took a lot of hard work to get it like this.
I bet it did. You need to get some anti-clean on that thing, though, dude. It's filthy.
You got a couple of jugs?
I think I actually do. If you head back up to the shed, there should be some over by the pressure washer.
I'll come steal it later.
Okay. That was fun. Yeah, I was like, what the heck is he pulling? Then I realized it's that scraper. I don't need any real dirt work done, at least to my knowledge. All my stuff is pretty much all said and done. I just say let's get the MacDon out, chew this up, rake it in with the merger, bring that over with the Kubota, and we'll just try and get that knocked out before I tear it up and reseed it with this. That way we can do all of our rolling and anything else that has to be done before Jake gets over there. In theory, if shed space became a problem and I wanted to throw the 8100 anywhere, I could take it down and store it at that shed too. Putting area into perspective, I think my farm actually covers the most amount of area for the farm yard. Because when you think about how my farm is literally all the way from this bottom corner to the top half of the map, or at least that top third sector, that's a big farm. Like, that's pretty spread out. I got grass to mow though, so let's cue a little time lapse while we get this mowed. Not a lot of grass, but you know what? It certainly is a nice little extra chunk. I will need to run back and get that cultivator, though, so that might be how we end up storing this thing down at the shed. We'll jump over in the Kubota, though, quick and get this stuff merged. I like when it's pretty lines. The pretty lines are a lot easier to pick up. If I got any more than... Wait, what? Why'd my bale counter completely reset? We had like 200 bales in this thing. Okay, something's off. Unless we hopefully can make one bale? Possibly? Man, that really sucks. Because that is not good if that is not picking up any sorts of scraps. Oh. What the? Did it not even pick it up? Something's really screwed up here. Yeah, it's not picking it up at all. That's really, really dumb. Well, the grass keeps popping back up, but the baler's clearly not, like, picking it up, so I'm just gonna tear this all. I'd rather at least have my fields ready to go, rather than just kind of keep messing around trying to fix it. Oh, I got another pallet of cheese. I'm gonna be rich. Beautiful. That covers all of those bases. Now the moment of truth. Does it fit inside the shed? If it does, it's gonna be a tight fit. Yeah, see, the collisions on this mod are not the nicest. So this might have to stay in the tree line on the backside, but for the meantime, I'll just put it where the baler's at. Finally made it back to the 8100. If I were to just pull a little bit of a line and then go to my map, does it say it needs rolling still? It says it still needs rolling. What the heck? Well, that didn't work, but I'm not about to take off my fertilized seeds. We'll just kind of do this ground and we'll see if it'll let me start from the ground up, maybe. Why does it say that doesn't need to be rolled? That's dumb. Perfect, perfect. Bro, I just did the rolling. Why does it need rolling the second I planted after it's already being rolled? That makes no sense. Maybe it's when there's actual grass there. Like when it's planted, it won't work regardless. That way it rolls to its first stage of growth, and then you can roll through with the roller, and it can do that. Maybe that's what it has to do. I feel like once Jake actually starts working on my land, though, it's going to be like an absolute relief, because all of my fields he could get knocked out in probably 10 minutes. I think he's getting close, though, because I believe he was working from left to right. On my screen, it shows that he's going right to left, but if his GPS serves me right, there he goes once more. What's he doing? All right, he's going back to get more. He's got to be getting close to done. Oh, shoot. You know what I never did? I never went and checked those bales over at Austin to see how close they were to fermenting. Let me run by this one. I'm going to see what they're at. Ooh, those are silage. Boys, we might go and get ourselves some bales. Is this where I make my giant financial comeback? Who knows? Even if Austin's bales are ready for sale, I'm gonna sell mine first because I have to go over to Austin's account and sell back all of the bales under his account so I know how much to forward over to mine. Front one should be done. Ooh, it's at 98%. All of these are at 98%. That's all right. By sometime later this afternoon, it might be ready to go, but if not, then we'll probably save that for next episode, because that will help us definitely get through the winter. Oh, Jake's still not done. What the heck? I thought he was done by now. I guess he's going to my house. Huh.
Hello?
Hey, what the heck are you doing over there?
Oh, hey, I was actually hoping you were turning down this road, too. I need to talk to you about your line, figure out what fields you want me to cover.
Well, conveniently, I just gotta sell these 5 bales quick, and then I'll be right over there, and we can discuss that. How about that?
Sounds good to me. I'll be right
All
here.
right. Sounds good. See you in a second, bud. Well, that works out. I didn't realize that he was coming to my place. I'm like, there's no way he's not done with Nate's. The 3 silage bales are, of course, going to pay for all of this, but what can we get? Not bad. I'll take 11 grand. So the 2 fields that you have behind you right now, those all need to be spread with lime. Every field out here that I have in my possession needs to be spread with lime. I think you're honestly going to be able to get this done in like 15 minutes compared to Nate's ground, because half of these fields you could probably just clear in one swipe.
Do you want to know what he just spent so far?
What did he spend?
He has spent $143,000 on lime.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be having that much work done.
No,
No, not
No.
even in the slightest.
no.
So the
you're not
field
gonna have
right
that much
behind you.
lime. What are you doing with these rocks, Bo?
I don't have a rock picker.
Are these at a point you can push them back with a roller, or can you? Are they too
Well,
far?
I just realized, because I have the rollers on the back of the grass seeder, it, for some odd reasons, not really registering that it's rolling. So I don't know if I actually have to have the grass above the ground for it to roll, or if something else.
Yeah, the roller will roll the grass after it's grown.
So
right now,
if
it's just
I were to-
planting. It's more
So
like
if
a
I
cedar.
were to go back to the ground behind you, it would roll that.
Yes, it should be
Okay.
able to roll that ground across there. Now,
Okay.
also, your stones here, just looking at them and their size and their depth and stuff, though it is usually best to kind of try and take them out of the field, honestly, you're going to be able to push these back through with a roller, I almost guarantee you.
Well, then I'm not going to worry about that at the moment, but it's this field, the field directly behind you by the new machine shed, well, slash pallet shed, the plot that's already planted beyond the fence line. You can see the entrance over by the windmill,
Uh-huh.
and then the house to get back that looks like the shape of Florida behind my house, and then there's the field that's across the Missouri
Okay.
crossing, and then the field by your house. That's it, and then the one that's by the co-op.
Okay. Yep, we can do that. I'm going to hit the shared field by the co-op last. That very back section, your back north, is your largest plot. That's probably going to take some of the most.
Don't worry about the one triangle that is clearly not looking like it's planted. It just got in late.
Yeah, honestly, if you're over 5 loads, my mind will be blown. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I really think you're going to be more like a 4-load situation.
20 minutes later.
Can you bring that fork over here? I need a lift into my door.
You need a lift to your door.
Yeah,
Why is your spreader doing hot yoga?
it's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul or good for the soil? There you go.
No, I talked to the John Deere rep and I said my GPS wasn't working, and they said sometimes you got to point it north. And I said okay.
Legit. You took it to the next level, didn't you?
I pointed her
Indeed.
north.
Do you need assistance?
Oh no, I've got this.
Bro is pulling full on Monster Jam. All right, I gotta go grab the trailer so I can start shifting over my pallets. Apparently that roller is just something, if it's the map or it's the actual implement, but it's not rolling the grass. It's only able to seed it. Which, I mean, yes, that did save me time, but that kind of ruins the whole point of buying a 3-in-1 piece of equipment. I don't think I have another pallet of lettuce, but we might just run over and check. The seed I'm just going to leave in the back of the truck. I have no need to take it out yet. Take my pallet. Yeah. That's all the way over on the far side. That's fine. Because now we have $16,000 worth of cheese. Well, Jake ended up getting all the fields limed, apparently because, you know, Giants is so great. We cannot spread lime on fields that already have had grass planted and growing in them. With that being said, it'll be a cheaper build, but we're going to have a little bit less of the ground be as optimized as possible. But I think that's all the time we're going to have for you guys today on Buch'd Up Hay. So be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. Keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We'll see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.